Okay, so by now I'm pretty sure a lot of us know that we're going to be getting an upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog movie real soon. Um, and apparently the plan is to do a series of movies. That's the plan. And the plan is to kind of go in the direction they've done with several properties like the Smurfs, and that's just do a series of movies and see what happens, see what goes from there. The other announcement that we all know about is it's going to be, and some of us are okay with it, some of us are not. It's the fact that it's going to be a hybrid of CGI and live action. So, maybe that might change. Maybe they'll change plans and say, hey, we're going to go completely CGI. And, maybe that's just the plan for right now. But as they say, plans can change. But, I was reading a topic, I believe, at satamsonic.com, and satam.com is one topic basically where someone was talking about, after watching all 26 episodes of Satam, why they felt the world of Mobius could be vastly explored. It was basically they just gave a huge positive reaction to the world of Mobius and everything around it. And when I looked at that, and I think I read a little bit of it, I thought to myself, you know what, if they're going to do a movie, and I mentioned this as well, I think the first thing Sony needs to do, and I think the one thing they are going to do, is they're not just going to look at the games and all that. I think they're going to mainly look at the comic books. Because they realize that, yeah, you can get something out of video games, but if you're going to get people's attentions, you go with a source material that really grabs their attention, that gets them interested and intrigued in the character, maybe intrigued and interested enough to maybe buy the games that he stars in that said comic is based on. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to explore the Archie comics down the line. They're going to go in that direction. And there's so many stories that they can work with. To be honest with you, there's so many stories that they can work with in here. I mean, yeah, we can probably get an origin story, that'd be great, but the stories they could also adapt, not just from the games, but from the comics, could be endless. I mean, if you really want to grab the attention of the fans, you want to make them happy, you want to adapt, and you're going to adapt or something like that, you want to adapt, or you want to loosely adapt something that they like onto the big screen. I mean, if you're going to do a series of movies, fine, go ahead, do a series of movies. Do an origin story movie, and then if you're going to adapt in a way that's going to really get people, or loosely adapt in a way that's going to get people excited and know that you mean well. And know that you mean well, and that you are behind this product, that you understand what the fans want. With Sonic, like I said, you could do an origin story. If you want to do a follow-up movie, I think a follow-up movie would be great if you did a loose adaptation on maybe Sonic CD, maybe Sonic Adventure, and then maybe if you're going to do an adaptation of that, do a follow-up on that, do a follow-up on, of course, like a third movie, do Sonic Adventure 2, maybe, I don't know, Sonic Generations maybe, who knows? The possibilities are just endless. And there's other areas you can adapt to, like I say, for the comics, you can adapt stories from there that you felt are adaptable for the big screen. Like whether you like it or not, you can get Endgame. You can do a loose adaptation on that. You can do a loose adaptation on Iron Dominion if you want to. A loose adaptation maybe, on Urjack. That if you want to do that. Just these loose adaptations here and there. And you can even do originals. You can even do a loose adaptation on the Doomsday Project saga, the final 4 episodes of Satam. I mean, the possibilities are just endless. You got all these characters. You don't have to just stick with the main cast of characters. You know, you don't have to stick with just, Sonic and Tails along with Amy and Knuckles and Blaze and Cream and Shadow and Rouge and Styx and Marina and, Vanilla and the Chaotix. No, and Shade. You want to know. You can actually bring in newer characters. You can bring in, well, not just newer characters, bring in characters from all the other franchises. Bring in characters from Saturday, if you will. Bring these characters in slowly. Heck, if you want to, you can start out the movies by bringing characters like this in to the movies. Start out with them, and then slowly you could start bringing in people like a Knuckles for follow-up, maybe a Blaze, maybe a Shadow, maybe a Rouge. The possibilities are endless, and the storylines are endless. So, and the way I look at it, if you're going to start, and this is the way I look at it, if you're going to start out a series of Sonic movies, then like I said, the origin is where you got to go, and the way you got to start the origin is crazy, and it sounds, you got to establish how Robotnik came to be. Robotnik, Eggman came to be. You got to establish how he came to be, and to me, honestly, maybe this is just a fan in me, but I believe you need to take a page out of the comic books and Sad AM and basically kind of establish how Robotnik, Eggman did a coup on the kingdom, of Acorn, on the kingdom, if you will, on the planet. When Sonic and his friends were young, and then go from there. So, to me, I think that is the best way to go. These are some of the best ways to go, but these are just possibilities, storyline possibilities for the Sonic movie. And again, I think you need to start out with an origin. And I think the best way to start with an origin is kind of talk about how Eggman came into power, and how you have Sonic and his friends. And mostly, I think you should go with these characters, how they came to be against him in the fight for freedom, and then slowly, bring in other characters as well. That's just my opinion, though. We'll see what happens. But again, if you're going to do follow-up movies as well, like you say, you got a whole vast variety from comics and the games as well. Like, the games, you could do a loose adaptation of Endgame, Iron Dominion, whatever. The current one, Countdown to Chaos, you could do a loose adaptation on that. Well, not current one, but you could do that. You could do a loose adaptation on what the comics doing right now, and that's their adaptation of Unleashed. You could do something on Adventure and Adventure 2, Sonic Generations, Sonic Heroes. Again, the list is just endless. And that's my dog sneezing in the background. So, but again, this is just many possibilities, and that's all I'm going to say. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I will talk to you all later.